Okay, so yeah, this bow does not break glass. How's it going, everybody? Benny Chris 12 here, and today I'm going to tell you guys how to make a compact survival bow. Last week I put up a video, or a few weeks ago, of the review I did for the compact survival bow I have, and I got a comment from someone saying it was too expensive for them to buy, so I was like, hey, I'll show you how to make one for under $20. So I bought this PVC pipe. I bought 5 feet of it, and that cost me $145. It's definitely going to cost people different in different places, because some places they charge by the foot. For some reason, they just charged me $145 for the whole thing. And then I have a little metal body here. I don't remember how much that cost me, but I ended up getting like 5 feet of that as well. So right now my total would be around $10, because I also bought this paracord. So those are pretty much the 3 things you need, is a PVC pipe, a metal body, and some paracord. And my mom just sneezed. That was kind of funny. And then I just had this screw around my house. If you need to buy a screw, you can, but it should not cost you over $20 to do. And let me just take this apart so you guys can see what exactly I did. Also, a note on this PVC pipe: if you get the white PVC pipe, it will probably be a pretty low draw weight. There is gray PVC pipe that I believe is a lot harder, and that will give you a much heavier draw weight. This was my first PVC bow, so I just bought stuff that was cheaper. So it's pretty flexible. So yeah, it's a pretty low draw weight, but I mean, it still gets the job done. I'll show you guys whenever we go out there. Now I'm going to just get closer and explain to you guys how exactly I built this. It breaks into 3 parts. So 5 foot of PVC pipe I cut into 2.5 foot pieces. And then I took 3 inches of it and filed it down. I actually used the belt sander. You can use whatever you can use, like a belt sander, file, sandpaper. Just get this so it can fit inside of the metal pipe. And this pipe is 1.5 inch diameter for the inside tube. So I don't know what the outside tube is, but you can just kind of look around at your hardware store and kind of mix and match until you find 2 things that fit. I would suggest getting something that is slightly too big to fit in your metal pipe, so then you can slide it in, and then because you filed it down, it won't go past that point. But if you get something that like fits in fine, then you have the chance of it like slipping in there too far. I did the same thing for the other side. There's 3 inches, so they both slide in at the same length. And then for this metal body piece, all I did was cut 1 single foot of it. So together, let me do the math. So 2.5. Actually, I can just measure it with myself. It's like almost 5 foot 10 inches. So that's pretty big. And I think also the reason it's so big, or because it's so big and I don't have a super long arrow, that probably affects the draw weight as well, because I'm probably not getting a full draw. I get a full draw on the arrow, but I could still personally go back farther. So if I had a longer arrow, I think the draw would be a lot heavier. And then for this, I probably need to find a better solution for this. I just took a nail, filed it down, or screw, and I screwed it in there. I'm using that as the arrow rest for right now, and I actually need to file it down a little bit more because there's still these grooves on it. That's what the arrow sits on and releases from. The few times I shot it, I noticed if I didn't have it sitting right, it bounced off, and I think that's just because of the way I filed it. So, and then for the arms, all you have to do for these, it's super simple. You just need heat of some kind. It can be stovetop, it can be blowtorch, it can be fire, whatever you can use to get this heated up so then you can flatten it out. I guess this is probably about like 1.5 inches I did. I just measured it with my vise, so I heated it up, I stuck it to the bottom of the vise, and when it hit the bottom, I flattened it. And then once I flattened it, I let it cool. I did not bend it at all. You just want to leave it completely straight, because the tension in the bending comes from the tension of it wanting to go back straight, and that's what you get your draw weight from. And then I just took a file and filed in these grooves, did it on both sides. And then for the paracord, I just tied 2 really tight square knots, left them loose so I had a little bit of extra. And you'll notice the string is right now touching the ground, but there is, let me get down all the way, there is a significant difference between the length of the string and the length of the bow. And that is so whenever you first straighten it. Oops, I should have done the other side first. That will give you that curve on the bow that you originally have. So anyway, that's all to building the bow. If you have any questions about how to do that, make sure to leave them down below and I will get back to them. But as of right now, we can just go outside and test this, and I think it's kind of snowing, so that's really interesting. But there's really not a whole lot to building the bow. It's super simple and can be done really quickly. And I think the only other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to spray paint these arms black because I just want to do that. So let's go ahead and go outside and do this once I get this on there. So yeah. And then there you have your bow. So that's my full draw on this bow. I feel like I could go a little bit farther back. Probably go a lot farther back, yeah. So I could go clear past my ear and then even extend this arm out more. So I might try to find longer arrows. I could probably use this for like a bow fishing arrow, like, because those are pretty long normally. I can't, well, I probably actually could drill something, so you could probably drill any attachment up here if you drill the correct hole. You could put on counterweights, you could put on reels, you could put on arrow holders. I don't know if that would necessarily be a good idea, but this bow, when you make it yourself, you leave yourself open to be able to customize so much. And honestly, if I were to make another one of these, I would get different PVC pipe. Like I said in the beginning, if you get the gray PVC pipe, that will be a lot heavier draw weight because that stuff is a lot denser. So there's just a lot of mixing and matching you can do. Really search. I'm sure there's other YouTube channels that all they do is stuff with PVC pipe bows. So you might want to look one of those up and just see what they use to get a heavier draw weight. Because I know if I worked on this a little bit more, I could get like at least 40 pounds draw out of it. It's maybe 25 to 35 right now. Not quite 35, maybe 25 to 30 if we're being generous. But yeah, I would really like to make one that's at least 60. But think about it, if you need a bow and you have just material laying around your house, these are super easy to make and super fun. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking, I'm going to grab some targets and we're going to go outside and shoot them. Okay, so I got two targets set up. I have a glass bottle and a milk jug. And I don't really have like an archery range or anything, so this is going to be from pretty close range. So hopefully I'll hit them. I don't know if it will break the glass bottle, but I just want to try. So let me go take a few steps back and we'll get to it. So I barely shot to the right of the first one. So right in the handle. It went through the handle and then stopped on the other side. So that technically went through 3 layers of stuff. Okay, so yeah, this bow does not break glass. Anyway, that's all I have for today, guys. So thank you for watching. Like I said, if you have any questions, leave them down below, and I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay, so I take it back. That was not everything. I still had stuff to say. I just forgot to. I was talking to some friends the other day, and I've really been wanting to do a giveaway. So I decided at 5,000 subscribers, I'm going to do just a lot of giveaways. I'm going to do iTunes gift cards. I'm going to give away this bow. I'm going to give away at least 1 knife. Maybe 2. It just depends on what I have at that time. And they'll be handmade ones that I did. And the reason for that is because you guys have all been like super encouraging. Even if you guys aren't super encouraging, I'd probably still do giveaways, but it's been super awesome to see how many of you guys have been commenting lately, and it's just been really, really cool. And we just hit 3,100, and it's been growing pretty quickly. So the reason I'm not doing it right now, like a lot of you might ask, is because I just need a little bit of time to prepare for it. I need to finish stuff with school. I just need to be able to get some things done here, and I also need to figure out how exactly I'm going to do it. I'm pretty sure it's just going to be like a random giveaway thing. Might be partially on Twitter. I don't know. I'm just going to figure that out. But yeah, just stick around for that. And thank you guys for being so awesome, and I can't wait to be able to give back to you guys. So I will see you in a few, and thank you for watching.